What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about shovels. I was transplanting these shrubs and I figured I'll make a short video on shovels. Basic shovels that you're going to be buying if you're going to be doing your own gardening. There seems to be a lot of variation in the names, and I see that depending on the manufacturer they may have a slightly different name on it, but these are the four basic types of shovels, and I got an extra garden hoe with a pick thing over there. So this is a pointed shovel. It's also sometimes known as a round pointed shovel. The primary use for this that I have is to dig when the soil is loose. When it's like super hard, I use a different tool first. But yeah, this is a general purpose main digging shovel. So the manufacturer is calling this one a transfer shovel, sometimes known as a square, tipped shovel. Primary uses for me with this shovel is to transfer like soil or whatever, whether it's compost or soil or some kind of material from one place to another. So that's why it's called the transfer shovel. It has a good amount of space for you to transfer things. When I bought it, this one was called a transplanting shovel. So with this one, the handle's a little bit different. It's got like a D-type handle. It's a little bit shorter. I primarily use this one to cut the roots on some of the plants and help me transfer items. It's very easy for like moving small plants, just splicing away at the perimeter of the, let's say, the shrub that you're going to cut out. So that's my main use. Some people also call this one a trenching shovel, but if you look at the tip, it's a little bit rounded and it's not pointed. So that's where this one comes in. So this one is, it says on there, trenching shovel. So this is the one that I was actually, one time I was trying to make a trench and I guess it was a little too aggressive, and it has a wooden handle, so it broke on me. Yeah, so if you really want to build a trench, this may be better than what I know as the transplanting shovel. So this here is like a garden hoe with like a pick on the other end. This is what you want to use if you have some really like clay dry soil that's hard to break up with your pointed shovel. You want to break up that soil first with this, and then you can use the pointed shovel to get a little bit deeper. So when you go to the store to buy one of these shovels, you're going to see slightly different variations in the sizing. So you may find like a square one that's small and then a square one that is like huge. So I mean, there's different sizings that you can get, but the other variation that you're going to find is also in the handle. So as you can see, one that has the green handle, that's a fiberglass handle. It's supposed to be stronger than the wood. So with regards to the pricing, the larger the head on that type of shovel, whatever type you're talking about, is going to cost you a little bit more as far as the material, as well as far as like lifetime warranty. It'll cost you a little bit more, and the handle, the fiberglass, will cost you more than your economy basic wooden handle. Another thing to consider when you're buying the shovel is what's called Roger on that show, what is it, This Old House, he called this a footpad. So when I went to the store, like for example with this shovel, I chose this one with a wooden handle because it was a little bit cheaper than the fiberglass, but I didn't get the cheapest shovel because the cheapest one had like a footpad that's half the size of this. So I wanted some good footing on there so I can, put some pressure and be able to, dig into that soil a little bit better. So you want to get something with a good footpad. They all can come in handy at some point. Right now, while I'm transplanting some of these shrubs, I'm using this transplanting shovel first to make my perimeter. around the base of the roots, and this helps to splice the roots and cut them, so it makes it easier to pull them out. After I do all the cutting of the roots and I do my perimeter, then I use my pointed shovel to start removing some of the material away from the perimeter so that I can get down lower and lower. After I plant my shrub, I use this shovel to move some of the soil because it carries more soil than this one here in the middle. I use my transfer shovel to transfer the soil into the new hole of the shrub.